All right, welcome back to Central PA Live. You can see we are still outside here at Beaver Stadium, and I've changed my wardrobe a little bit. Coach Chuck, who is from the fencing team here at Penn State University, and you're also a part of the association here as well, right?
Yeah, the Central Pennsylvania Fencing Association. And we have clubs here in State College, and we also have clubs in Altoona. So.
All right. Well, you brought the gear here. It's a hot summer day. I feel like Puss in Boots. You ever see the movie Shrek? And, and Puss in Boots does the fencing.
This is the first time I'm ever going to get a suntan while fencing. So there we go.
All right. Well, I've never done this before. I've never done anything like this before. First, why don't you explain this shirt you had me put on?
Sure. Now the shirt he's put on, we just call it a fencing jacket. And what it is, it's just designed so that when he gets hit with the weapon, that it cushions the blow, and it's also made of material that if a weapon would happen to break, which very rarely ever happens, that there won't be any penetration or any problems. So it's a very, very safe sport, and that's what we strive to make sure that it's always a safe sport. So.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and put on this helmet. And by the way, folks at home that watch the show every day know I'm really weird about messing my hair up. Here we go. We're going to put on the...
And then he'll need to do 20 push-ups for calling it a helmet instead of a mask.
Oh, so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go.
Those are our rules in the club. So.
All right.
All right, so then I need to teach him how we move in fencing. All right, so in fencing, we don't move like we walk or run. We actually have what we call footwork. And footwork is to have I want you to take the arm that you're going to fence with, your right hand. I want you to put your right foot in front and stand like this. There we go. And bend your legs. This is called on guard position. All right, you'll have equal weight on both legs. They'll both be bent, and then your arm needs to be back a little further. There we go. Perfect. This will be called on guard position. So if I say fencer's on guard, this is the position you'll get into. From here, if you want to move forward, all you're going to do is step out with your front foot and then bring your back foot up. There we go. It's called advance.
So it's kind of like crawling almost.
Well,
we're just inching in.
You're inching in.
It's the opposite of your normal rule of put one foot in front of the other.
Yes, exactly. You're never going to cross your feet, all right? To go backwards, we call it retreating. It's just the opposite. Back foot goes first, step, and then foot goes. So if I'm coming toward you and you're going to retreat backwards, you come toward me, you go forward. Exactly. There you go. He's a natural.
Now, I was just going to say, would you use the words a natural to tell?
Yeah, that's it. He is a natural.
Okay,
right?
So why don't you go ahead and get your mask on. And he actually brought, I don't know if we call them swords. Do we call them swords?
Well, no, we don't call them swords because swords kill people, right?
Okay.
And what we have is basically we call athletic equipment, right? Just like a hockey stick or a tennis racket. We call them weapons, but we don't call them swords. So we have 3 different types of weapons here, all right? We'll be using today what we call an epee. The epee has a target area of the entire body, so he could hit me anywhere from the head to the toes with this and score a touch, all right? If we use a saber is a cutting weapon, so a saber, I would hit the head, I would hit the arms with the side of the blade, all right? It comes from the cavalry saber, which people were on horseback, and you wanted to use the upper body, so target for saber was from the upper, right about the belly button to the top of the head.
And the good news about fencing is that if you buy all the equipment and decide not to do it, you can always be a beekeeper.
There we go. This would protect you from bees. That would.
Okay.
Right? It would. So now the third weapon is called a foil. It's considered a practice weapon whenever they would be dueling, right? And the target area for foil is just your upper body, just the torso, all right? So when you get hit with it, it would just be hit, bend the blade.
Okay,
right?
so we have about a minute here. I think we better get into...
Well, let's get into it then.
All right.
All right, so what we're going to do is you're going to get on guard position.
Okay.
All right? Very good. You might want to actually set that down because you're going to end up having to move. So now I have made sure that you'll be able to hear when we get a touch. So if he hits me, ahead, get a touch. There we go. All right. So what we're going to do is just get on guard, and you're going to try to hit me. All right. So just back over there. Ready? Fence is on guard. Ready? Fence. Good. Now don't worry about my blade. Worry about hitting me. There we go. Got a touch on my wrist. Very nice. All right. Ready? Fence. All right. There we go. All right.
Okay.
Ready, set. Oh, there we go. Oh, one touch at a time. One touch at a
one at a
time.
time. All right.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. All right.
Hey, well, listen,
There we
thank you so much for being here. This has really been such a day. I learned how to roller derby.
Salute at the end, real
Oh,
quick.
real quick salute. How do we salute?
Just take your weapon, point it toward me a little bit, and bring
Okay.
it back up. There we go.
Okay.
Very nice.
Hey, thank you so much
you.
for being here. Again, we're on the road all week in Center County. Who knows what we'll be doing tomorrow? You're not going to miss it. Good night, everybody.